What up, chat? Y'all feel free to drop a comment, hit that like and subscribe button. Just chilling for a few minutes, checking out some new settings on YouTube. P41, what's up? Feel free to drop a comment, hit the like and subscribe button. As the title says, on our road to 900 subs. Good morning. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Good morning, everybody just joining the room. As the title says, on my way to 900. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Hit that like and subscribe button, please. Feel free to drop a comment. Question of the day: do you everyday carry? And if so, what? What determines for you a good everyday carry? Good morning to the people in the room. What makes an everyday carry for you? Is it shootability, reliability, dependability, or is it all of the above? Welcome in. Please hit the like, subscribe, drop a comment. I changed some settings up on the YouTube and I want to see where you guys are listening from. See if I got that correct again. Good morning, everybody. Do me a favor, double tap that screen. Check out our content. Subscribe. Just taking it easy this morning. Welcome into the chat. Check out our content. If you like it, double tap. Leave a subscribe. Thank you, Lucas. Gracias. Pistola Mico. Yes, Pistola. 357 Magnum, 9 millimeter. What's up, everyday carry? A 357 every day. Ah, hell, you see it. Just sitting around. Got to go to town later on. I'm just killing time until then. Thanks, Santos. Backup wheel. It's a backup gun. But yeah, I'll everyday carry that 357. I put it in a little sticky holster. Um, like if I'm wearing gym shorts or jogging pants or something like that, fits in a sticky holster and I'll carry it. I've actually been in a self-defense situation with that same firearm, so I know it's dependable. But that was my question of the day. When you everyday carry, what makes you choose your everyday carry? Three main rules is reliability, dependability, and shootability. Do you go off of them rules, or do you go off of what other people say? Is it dependable? Is it reliable? Is it something you're going to go out daily and train with, or weekly and train with, however often you train? Is it going to make you want to train more often? Big training advocate on this side. I feel you need to train because it is a perishable skill. Everybody just joining in, double tap that screen for me if you will. Hit the subscribe button. Go check out the content. Go check out EDC, Everyday Carries content. Um, Subscribe to his page. We support one another here in this community. So if you want to drop your, if you have a platform and you want to drop your platform name, go ahead. It is 100% perishable. As somebody who's done a lot of damage to my hands over the years, trust me, I have to train constantly to be proficient. I've even shortened the distance of my confident shots um, to where I'll shoot out about 25 yards now, and that's all I'm going to shoot because in a self-defense situation, that's all I'm going to have. Anything farther than that, you can't really claim much self-defense. I mean, what I mean by that, it can be argued by a DA. 18 people in the chat. Hey, double tap that screen, hit the subscribe. Let me know what you're carrying. Do you carry a firearm on a daily basis? If you're in a different country, what are y'all's gun laws? Hey, I love the 45 long Colt. I've got the 1863 Colt Navy, the big long, was a black powder ball and cap, but was converted to a 45 long Colt, and I love that thing. Paul Witt, what's up, dog? I did some changing on my settings because I was doing 150 people in the room. Oh, Ruger 40, SR 40. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I used a Hornady black box, and I use that in my 45, and I've got a black box in 9 millimeter. But yeah, what I was saying, I changed my settings on YouTube a couple of days ago and put keywords, and I went from having 150 people in chat down to having like 20. So last night I swapped it back over, and I was seeing if it done anything. It is the 45 Long Colt to me doesn't have near the recoil as the 45 ACP. But once again, I'm shooting on a longer platform, longer barrel, where my 45 is a 5-inch barrel. Is a good 7-inch barrel on that 45 long Colt. Look, the shakiness is gone from my screen. Imagine that. And there's the 357 speed loader right there beside it. That's the ammo I'm carrying. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a good Derringer. Once again, they're everyday carries. They're for self-defense. So pocket pistol's good. You feel naked without the 9? Yeah, I get that. That's like my wife's a teacher. When I have to go to the school or something, I have to take all my EDC gear off, walk into school. I always feel naked when I do that. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a man purse either. Not when it's loaded up with a big old 1911. I got that little fanny pack there that 357 fit in inside the sticky holster. I'll sport it in a heartbeat. Hey guys, double tap that screen, shoot me a subscribe, check out our content, see what you think. But yeah, I love my Smith & Wesson Shield there at 9mm. Gives me 13 rounds in the mag, one in the chamber. And then it's got two 10-round mags and a 15-round mag that goes with it. It's a nice little everyday carry. The hammerlesses are nice, less snags. I just prefer to have that hammer. But that one's kind of bobbed. It's not as big, and it's the farther back it goes, the less you see of it. So it's a lot nicer. If you're carrying it in your pocket, you don't have to worry about a hammer snagging on your pants. Oh yeah, you can go right through a coat pocket in a bag. I love the M&P 2.0. That 2.0 is nice. You got plenty of capacity. It's got the shootability, reliability, and dependability. So it meets all 3 points of criteria for carrying. If you don't enjoy shooting it, you're not going to train with it. If you're not going to train with it, it's worthless. Yeah, the texture on the grip, or are you talking about the grip in general? The back strap. Yeah, that 357 there saved mine and a 4-year-old life. I used to co-own convenience stores, and I had a guy outside getting a fight with two boys. He, you know what, to the two boys. The little child ran out the store, and I'm on camera jumping out the door. I land on top of the little boy, and I'm hollering, "Don't do it again." You know, I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm saying. The guy's reloading, so I pull that and hit it twice. But yeah, once you get used to that grip on that M&P, you'll be fine. As far as reliability, you don't have to worry about reliability on the Smiths at all. That one that you see there has got roughly 5,000 rounds through it, and it shoots steel, brass. It don't cheap, expensive. It don't matter. It'll eat anything. I've smoked that barrel quite a few times. Oh yeah, mine go through some abuse now. It's like that Maverick 88. Everybody's always like, "Man, that looks wore out because it gets shot a lot." I don't want no pretty safe gun that never sees the light of day. I want something that I can go take to the range and that I can defend my home and myself and my family with. That I can go get food with. I don't want something that's going to stay in the safe forever. Guys, double tap that screen, drop a comment. Let's get some engagement going on and some people up in the room. I tell people all the time, they're tools. That's what they are. They're tools. You got to use them. But yeah, for those just joining in, that's a Taurus Protector Poly 357 Magnum, and that's the Smith& Wesson Shield Plus 9mm. Damn. Hey, them hogs when they protecting their babies or say they've been injured, they brutal. We're in South Georgia. We got a crap ton of hogs. They'll go in and mess up our dogs and with their tusks and everything else. Most of your hunting clubs now are paying people like me to come basically clean them out of the hunting clubs. I had one chase me up a tree about 7 years ago. I popped him like 5 times with a 357, and he was still going at it. What's up, Kennedy? Just killing time. Trying to come up with a reason not to go to town today. But unfortunately, got to go to the pharmacy and run the weekly errands. Guys, double tap that screen. Shoot me a subscribe. I'm on my road to 900 subs. If you have a channel, shout your channel out. Yeah, I'm in Georgia, Santos, South Georgia. Oh, you in Texas? See, Texas, that's another good state. Y'all allowed to have what you want. Can't complain about that. I've actually got to make a trip out to Texas again about 2 weeks. Yeah, you in Michigan. I've not been up that way in a while. I've not been old Detroit in quite some time. Shit, 98, I think. Last time I was in that area. My last long trip, like I said, I live in South Georgia. I had to jump down to Florida to Tallahassee, which is a couple hours. Jump on I-10 and ride that long ass ride all the way through to Texas just to get to College Station or Bryan, Texas, to drop a friend of mine off at the women's federal prison camp. That was the longest ride. It does look way different, don't it? My hands ain't all shaky and stuff. Which I'm building a little studio area. I just taking my time with it. I got some lights coming in and different things. Yeah, what's up? Just running my mouth. Trying not to go to town, but unfortunately I have to today. Like most of America, I've got a child who was affected by that meth epidemic, and I'm raising her children, and she's in a long-term rehab. So today's a visit day. They just set the damn thing for 4 p.m., which I hate. I like to do all my stuff early, that way I can get back home. What's up, guys? Double tap that screen, hit the subscribe button. Trying to build the channel up. Also, the guys that are in here talking, if you've got channels, shout your channel out, plug your channel. We support one another in this community. We want to see y'all grow just like we grow. Doesn't cost a dime to subscribe. I'll never ask you for money. I make my own money. I do this to have a community that we could talk to one another. Oh, I love where I live, Santos. When I get out here, I don't want to leave. Which, I have neighbors, but um, it's not like living in a city. And most of what's on my road at the beginning is law enforcement. So most of your bad element won't even turn down our road because they see like 16 police cars before they ever get to the end of the road where I live. Journey, I'm sorry. The revolver is a 357 Magnum Taurus Protector Poly. The one closest to the screen is the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm. The 9mm is 13 plus 1. Yeah, living out in the country, man, it's nice. Other than this damn ninja grass that grows every time it sprinkles. It's like almost every other day I'm having to cut 3 acres with a push mower because I got to get my riding mower fixed. I was so wore out on last night's live because I spent all day mowing that grass. I couldn't even hardly talk. I was just wore out. 22 people in the live. Hey, double tap that screen, hit the subscribe button. Y'all welcome to hang out as long as you want. Chill, talk to one another. Be safe, Santos. My grandkids are and they're going at it. It sounds like. Uh, no. See, Journey, I'm going to tell you different. Train. Get comfortable with it. It's perfectly normal to have a respect and a fear of them. Um, but I keep mine chambered unless I'm doing a video or something like that. I do not take I keep mine ready because if somebody comes in your home, you're not going to have time to say, hold on, let me reload. And teach yourself trigger discipline. Do not touch that trigger till you're ready to shoot, and do not point it at anything that you're not ready to shoot. Teach yourself never touch that trigger until it's time. And they'll lay there forever and not go off. Yeah, you've got the SIG that has a little bit of problem right now, but for the most part, they're not going to fire until you touch that trigger. But yeah, I stay chambered. Even now, being that them two's on display, I've got one that's ready to go laying beside me. Grandkids going nuts. They got a whole nother side of the house they could play in, and they choose to invade my side of the house from time to time. There you go, butt down. You ain't going nowhere. My bulldog trying to run off. I'm back, guys. Oh yeah, I mean, there's ways you could do it, but Gap, yeah, what you getting into today? I'm trying to get into nothing. I'd rather just be here, but looks like I might have to go to town at 4 p.m. So, plus, I ran out of heart pills, so I gotta go to the pharmacy. I'm to the point now I could about oh, I pack all the time. I don't walk around my house without packing. Journey, I fire every day. If it's nothing but one magazine, I fire every day. That's the good part about where I live. I've got a little homemade range built in my backyard, so I can go out. Brookside, what's up? It's going, brother. It's going. But yeah, as far as carrying, everywhere I go, I carry. And I mostly carry in the 2 o'clock position instead of the three. I carry outside the waistband underneath a shirt. The Taurus has mm, maybe 300 in the revolver. That 9mm there's got over 5,000 because that's my everyday. That's the gun that I carry the most. That 357 with that 2-inch barrel can start to grind into the palm of your hand after so many shots. So you're not getting a bunch of shots. Yeah, I don't go many places. I don't leave the house very often, but when I do, it's on me. And then there's other stuff in the truck, so I've always got something at arm's reach. That's like you see the safe sitting behind that. That's about maybe 2 foot from my bed. So, and it's open when I'm home. It's closed when I leave. Um, and then when the grandkids come in, I lock it up and I put one on my body, and that's how I go all day. But it's still within arm's reach. And then my wife carries, so one of us two is always pretty much good to go. I got that big head bulldog, so I don't worry about a whole lot. Oh yeah, I love my 22. I've got the. You didn't see the one. I'll do another one. I've got that 22 barkeep, which was the little Doc Holliday, the Heritage Rough Rider Doc Holliday. I've got it in 22 Magnum and 22 long rifle. Doom Room, what's up? Um, I've got a Walther P22, my 22 Henry, my 22, my 1022 Ruger, and I got them two pink Cricket 22s. Hey, them Rough Riders are a lot of fun. Mine's got a little 2-inch barrel on it. That's why they call it the barkeep. The rounds in 357 or the SBR 357 Magnums. The 9mm I shoot Hornady Critical Defense, Hornady Critical Duty, and Hornady Black Box. What do you mean, John? 900 what? What are you talking about? No, it don't. It's a 9 millimeter. Yeah, I like the Ruger. The Ruger brand, period. I love. I bought that barkeep 2 years ago just to have something I could have in the truck for a little snake gun. No, I don't have any felonies yet. Yeah, you can order that for the Wrangler. I was surprised to see Academy had the 22 Magnum cylinders on shelf. I went in there 2 days ago and they had them on shelf. Hey guys, double tap that screen. Hit the subscribe button. I like to use the 22 and put the snake shot in it. I tell everybody that's my less lethal option. No, Brookside, I don't actually. Oh, I forgot. I've got the Henry AR-7 survival rifle also. What registry user 39? Whatever you calling yourself. My name ain't on no kind of registry. Don't rock out like that, bro. Oh, you talking about the little flip up barrel Taurus? User, how you gonna come to a gun chat in somebody's room and start living out your fantasy, bro? You've taken the time to think it up and then type it up and then try to put that on somebody else. Jackass. Yeah, being that they're gas powered handguns, a 22 don't put off a whole lot, so they don't cycle the best in the world unless you're running really hot ammo. I don't see that's one of my problems. I do not like a picky firearm. I don't like a firearm that will only shoot certain types of ammo. Yeah, user there. No, they're not airsoft, bro. They AI. Yep, you exactly right, user. Norman, you got 3. That's a good start. It is an addiction. I tell everybody, Lay's potato chip can't have just one. Mm-mm. Oh Lord, 17 folks in here. Double tap that screen, guys. Hit the subscribe. User, you even welcome to subscribe, bro. I let my haters subscribe. You could be my next dedicated stalker. Go look at my content, user, and see if I use them or not. It's on there. I have on the 12 gauge avenue. I have the Citadel Boss 25 12 gauge on the AR platform sitting beside me. I have the Mossberg 500 and I have the Maverick 88. The Maverick 88 I have in 20 and 12. Normally, when I have the phone in my hand, you can see inside the safe and see the big long ass Mossberg sitting in the background, but you can't see it from this angle. A furry suit. I have the Shield 45. It looks just like that Shield 9mm sitting there. See, I love the Remington 870. What's up, everybody? Hey, double tap that screen if you're just coming in. Subscribe to the channel. Bro, I've raised my kids and now I'm raising my grandkids. So what are you talking about child support? I pay child support every day. Every time I feed them, every time I clothe them, every time I pay a bill, I raise my children. I didn't run off like no little bitch. What's up, Scruffy? Oh, the Daniel defense. I love it. Love it. Oh, guys, don't pay them no attention. It runs. What they don't realize, every comment they make runs your stats up. So even if they're making a negative comment, it's still showing that they commented, they engaged. So it helps me in the long run. But there's people in here that can get rid of them when they get tired of them. Hey, by all means, Scruffy, sub. And also, you'll see Brookside and other people who's commenting. Sub to them also. Guys, drop your channels. We're a small gun community and we're just building up our group. And we got a group of great guys. So you want to have conversation, there's usually one of us on pretty much all day and all night. So check us out. Yeah, they are basic. What's up, Rooster? YM, when you said basic, go to the content, bro. Look at the content. You might find something you like. Oh, I'm doing just peachy. Nah, our Walmarts don't sell handguns, bro. They quit doing that years ago. And the two sitting on that table, YM's probably your whole week's paycheck. I spend more on ammo in 6 months than you'll make in a year. And you talking smack. Oh, yes, I do. 120K a year? Okay. That tells me you don't know much about the shooting industry. We spend a lot. Oh, Rooster, don't let it bother you, man. It's people who talk out of ignorance. They come in here and try to get you to crash out so they can report you. Da 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 da. Um, yeah, I don't pay it no attention. Most of them, daddy gave them a gun that was too big when they were little and it hurt their little hands, and they've been scared of them ever since. So now they got to come and spread hate because they got soft hands and never were taught how to be men. They want to come on and make somebody feel bad because they were mistreated and bullied as children. Like I said, well, I am if you say so, bro. I'm not going to argue with you on it. What's up, Jerome? But yeah, I was testing out the algorithm this morning and see. Oops. Sorry. That's a Coke can. That wasn't me. Why am I don't have a problem with a high point. If that's all somebody can afford and it teaches them the sport and it teaches them to respect and train, I have no problem with it. Bacon and eggs and tortillas. There you go. Yeah, it's about time for me to get some. Been laying my lazy ass here over an hour. Got to get the day started. I ain't wanting to do nothing. But yeah, it's funny when people start talking about the amount of ammo somebody who shoots daily goes through. A box of 50 45 ACP right now, if you're lucky, you get for $36 a box of 50. If you're buying good ammo, you're spending almost $50. Okay, if you're averaging 500 rounds a day, let's just say 3 days a week, that's just in 45 ACP. That's not counting your 9 millimeter. That's not counting your 357. That's not counting your 45 Lone Colt that can be up to $80 a box right now. Then you start getting into your 7.62s, your 308s, your 243s. Uh, when you start adding all that up, tell me how much you spent. I could buy a house for what I spend on ammo. Good morning, Joe. My 7 millimeter Magnums, my 22 Magnums, my 22 long rifles, my 12 gauge, my 20 gauge, my 10 gauge. I do want to start reloading, Lamb, for real. All joking aside, I do. I want to. I want to start doing some reloads. Jerome, I got some questions. Everybody talks about reloads, and you go back and forth, in these forums, and they say you get more squib rounds in a reload. Is that true or is that untrue? Yeah, it is, Lamb. All joking aside, it is expensive. You got to buy the presses and naturally your powders, your lead, your brass or your steel. Yeah, I know that mine would be more. I learning the right amount, not messing up the gun. I'm sure. Then you got people who say you can, like with your smaller rounds, your 22s, your 380s and stuff. Can you reload them? I'm sure you can. Would I try it? Probably. They are. I got a friend who's got the ultralight 38, and he got one in his. It took me about 2.5 hours to get that out of the barrel. Luckily, he did not fire it again. It didn't go far enough in, so when he was trying to shut a cylinder, it wasn't letting it shut. So he discovered it, brought it to me. It took forever to get it out though. But that come out of a Winchester white box. That seems to be where I'm seeing all the squibs come from, the Winchester white box. I just didn't know how common it was in the reload world. I'll eventually get into reloads. Um, Give me something to do when I'm just sitting around. Keep my hands busy. I watch Ammo Alchemist on here and just looks relaxing. Him sitting there just pressing bullet by bullet. Yeah, a lot of your 9 millimeters don't. That's one thing I do like about the Shield Plus. I have not found an ammo that this thing don't like. Whether it be steel casing, brass casing, this thing will chew through the cheap monarchs, to the most expensive thing you could think of. It'll handle anything you put in it as long as it's the right caliber. But like my Ruger 57, I've got green tips, I got blue tips. But the hollow points that they sell for it, it does not want to cycle that squared off hollow point. Anything else you put in it? Runs like butter. You put a hollow tip in it, about every third shot it stops. Yeah, the FNs are nice. Yours got the threaded barrel on the end. Yeah, see, that's the thing about my Ruger. It didn't come with a threaded barrel, but a friend of mine's got the Rock Island, and his came with a threaded barrel. All right, guys, we at 58 minutes here. Oh, you can't own none in the UK? See, that makes you appreciate our Second Amendment even more. The fact that we can own and carry and protect our homes. I mean, I talk to people from all over the world and hear their stories. And there's some people that's got gun rights kind of like ours. Yeah, very strict laws. Yeah, that's us. Open carry, constitutional carry. Now, I still keep a permit because I still travel to states that recognize the concealed carry permit, but they will not let you have your firearm without having a permit. So that's why I keep my permit active. Because I'm one that carries, like I said, everywhere. Whether I go to the kitchen, whether I go to the bathroom, whether I go down the road, whether I'm just out in the yard, whether I'm just sitting here, I carry. All right, guys, we've been on an hour. I'm going to hop off and I'll get back on here in just a little while. Until the next time, guys, stay strapped, keep one in the tube, and be blessed. Daniel out.